So over this past weekend, a bunch of huge Twitch streamers have been getting in trouble for breaking DMCA copyright law by reacting to full uncut episodes of TV shows. One of the most notable people who got punished was Pokimane, which I talked about in my last video, but essentially she got a 48-hour ban for watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and once this happened, her reaction on Twitter was to tweet, "The Fire Nation attacked. Confirmed 48-hour suspension. See you guys Monday morning for a 12-hour comeback stream." Just to be clear, I'm not surprised and I don't think this is unfair. In my opinion, it was inevitable that publishers would take action on me or someone else during this React meta. We'll chat more about this Monday when I can further elaborate on the situation. The Twitch streamer Hassan reacts to this news by saying, "Everything is fair use if the copyright holder doesn't care about pursuing a DMCA claim. Be smart. Don't watch entire movies, Viacom Disney shit, or new episodes. And stop snitching." Video games are a great example of this. Technically, all games we play on stream are still subject to copyright laws, but the industry recognizes the influence and benefit of streamers playing their games. This is why it's super rare for a publisher to pursue copyright. Nightburn responds to him by saying, "That's like saying murdering someone is alright if charges aren't pressed, laughing my ass off." Hassan responds, "Copyright is analogous to murder." Ludwig responds to Hassan by saying, "XQC gets 2 million unique viewers every stream. What do you mean snitching? Lol. You were doing all of this in front of a football stadium." Then mad about people discussing it in a high school theater. Also, your parenthetical was the entirety of the point of my video, plus you're white, plus ratio. Nunzi responds to Ludwig by saying, "Twitch is like the lost city of Atlantis to normies, and people who aren't on it. When you start making videos being like, yo, they shouldn't do this, you're snitching, lol. You're signal boosting it, and eventually companies catch wind quicker than they would have if people weren't making videos about it." Ludwig responds, "Yeah bro, 140 million monthly active users. You really found the lost city." John Mullen responds to Hassan by saying, "Everything in the store is free if the clerk doesn't care about stopping me," laughing my ass off. What kind of streamer logic is this? JXE responds to Hassan by saying, "It's fair game to stream something copyrighted if the copyright holder doesn't mind, so don't tell the copyright holder." Bro, it's okay if they are cool with it. Them not finding out doesn't count as that. Omniliberal responds to Hassan by saying, "Don't take legal advice from dipshits. This is absolutely not even remotely close to being true. Even if you delete everything, a rights holder could still take you to court over a prior broadcast without even invoking a DMCA claim." The head of YouTube Gaming Fwiz responds to Hassan by saying, "A lot of systems are automated by uploading the source material, not manually flagged. It then automatically triggers the video/music is owned and incorporates the strike, in which case the creator has a legal right to dispute or deny the claim." Steven responds by saying, "So if one day all game studios decide to do the same thing, what actions would Twitch and YouTube do to stay alive?" Fwiz quote tweets Steven and says, "A majority of game publishers actively promote sharing their content and their EULA. If a game company decided to pursue claiming, like Nintendo once did, gamers would just rotate into games with a friendly EULA. It's good for the gaming industry. Movie and TVs, not so much." So only a couple hours after Hassan gave his opinion on Twitch DMCA, he made another tweet announcing that he actually got a copyright takedown on his Twitch channel for watching the TV show MasterChef. He captions it by saying, "The MasterChef meta is over." Too Mad responds to Hassan by saying, "Nowhere to run now, pussy." Ludwig responds, "Enjoy the car." Krish says, "Excellent job, snitches. You really stuck it to the streamers and got justice for the true crimes. Copyright holders of 10-year-old cooking shows." 8 Dear Jagler Claw says, "Corporation defenders right now," showing Danny DeVito with a MAGA hat and 2 boots, while he says, "So anyway, I just started looking." Casey Tron responds to Hassan by saying, "Honestly, a lot of people want to blame Ludwig for being a snitch, but XQC literally led Gordo right to our illegal viewing parties tweeting at him and shit." The tweet she's referring to is this one where XQC responds to the host of the show MasterChef, Gordon Ramsay. XQC responds to Casey Tron by saying, "Streaming infringing content to the public is by default a self-snitch. No one is snitching. Lay off the blunt and stop being delusional." Oh shit, it was a joke? Sorry Casey, but I don't delete tweets. Only soy boys do. Fuck you! Admiral Baru reacts to this entire situation by saying, "I really am tired of the Twitch meta. Purposely break the rules while acting dumb in the process so you can take a 2-day vacation and then be welcomed back with 3 times viewership and exposure. All while everyone else now has to deal with stricter rules for your dumbassery." XQC responds to Baru by saying, "Stricter rules. If you are not infringing, then what are you worried about? Stop being a high road Andy. Technically, every streamer is infringing on a regular basis. It seems you are more focused on other streamers' growth than the problem itself." Baru responds by saying, "I am worried about the hornet's nest that is DMCA DMCA being shook once again. Last time it forced me to delete my entire VOD history because Twitch had no tools in place. But yeah, no, I am worried about growth of Poki. You right. Have fun continuing to stream MasterChef or whatever. XQC responds by saying, you know damn well that DMCA is enforced selectively, and the simple action of playing video game on stream, of listening to music in-game, could get you striked. People have been navigating around it for years. The nest was gonna get poked sooner or later. Get mad, boomer. Baru responds, you are right, it is enforced selectively. Until Content ID matching makes its way to live platforms, and then automatic shutdowns happen, this system was in place due to Viacom's lawsuit. Guess who owns Avatar? Viacom. Beside, you seem more riled up than me. XQC never ends up responding again to Baru, but he does respond to Summit1G's tweet saying, aren't we supposed to watch shit on Prime Video to avoid DMCA stuff? When it comes to full episodes/movies, I mean. XQC responds by saying, the feature is decent, but it alienates viewers from other countries and people without Prime. Unless you one-trick Prime watch parties, it's a channel suicide if done regularly. Also makes me feel horrible for people who tune in and are paywalled. Okay, normally I don't interject on reading these tweets, but he feels horrible that people who aren't able to afford the subscription required to watch licensed TV shows and movies that are on Amazon Prime aren't able to watch that content for free with their favorite streamer. XQC, that's the point of paying for things? That's like saying you feel bad for people who are unable to sneak into the movie theater and watch a film for free, implying that they should be allowed to do that. Anyways, moving on, Elohim responds to Hassan by saying, the real meta is being a streamer investment with Twitch through $1 million contract, allowing you to clout farm bans because they aren't real, giving you incentive and courage to continue to break the rules. Meanwhile, working class streamers suffer from tighter restrictions. XQC responds, the man said working class streamers, laughing my fucking ass off, clown emoji. Carnage responds to XQC by saying, not a good look, X. Not everyone breaks into the top 0.01% of Twitch, but they do everything to keep the dream alive and keep their passion burning. They don't make their millions, but they pay their bills, some barely, and have been for years. Punching down is never a good idea. Carnage also quote tweets Hassan and says, sucks. Viewers loved it. Easy for streamers. Very lucrative. Doesn't suck. No apparent bans, hundreds of thousands of viewers' hours with mild repercussions, no lawsuits. No question these streamers will find new ways to entertain, always do. Hopefully a wake-up call. Right after one major streamer gets DMCA'd, another starts testing the waters with other dangerous content. Toast with Death Note. Poki plays off the 2-day ban and promotes a return stream with a smile. They are speedrunning getting this site in incredibly hot water. I can't imagine any license holder doesn't take a look at what's going on, and realizes how there are fundamental issues with both the creators and the platform allowing it to happen. I hope Twitch is locked down legally, because it's not a good look at all. The general argument is that Twitch will pass any lawsuits to the creators, that they are legally protected as they don't control the content. But do those precautions work when they keep allowing this stuff to happen? When temp bans are jokes and the offenders keep returning? Moist Critical comments on all of this by saying, no one likes DMCA. No one is licking corporate ass and applauding them for banning Pokimane. It's just common sense you can't stream a full TV series / anime / movie franchise on Twitch. No studio will ever say, yeah, if you buy our Blu-ray, you can stream it to 40k people who haven't. Jacksepticeye responds to him by saying, people always forget about smaller creators too, when bigger creators push the limits. When the adpocalypse happened on YouTube, it was smaller channels that got ruined by it. Same thing will happen here if it keeps going. Big channels will live, but smaller ones will get fucked. Carty Kitty responds to Jack by saying, at the end of the day, the root problem for all of this are corporations, not content creators. Giddy Thusin responds, actually, for once it isn't. The issue is content creators streaming TV shows and anime that they don't have the copyright to, and they absolutely know they aren't allowed to, but do it anyway. Ross O'Donovan responds to Moist Critical by saying, I'm just really curious where the idea that you could do it even started? What's Up Invaders responds to him by saying, misunderstanding or abuse of fair use. It sucks because things like this push fair use back and empower companies who abuse DMCA. Many people are either unknowledgeable of it, or they have gotten away with it before so they believe they can do it again. Fabio responds by saying, come on, this wasn't abuse of DMCA. It's the most justified use of DMCA I've seen, although that isn't a high bar to surpass. What's Up Invaders responds, sorry, I should clarify. It's clearly an appropriate use of DMCA, but because many Twitch streamers have gotten away with just reposting YouTube videos, they have a false belief of what fair use is. choices. Tony Soprano responds to Moist Critical by saying, TV streamers when they are asked to do original content instead of silently watching Hell's Kitchen while eating food. GoQ responds to Moist Critical by saying, I kind of don't buy this sort of argument, because I guarantee pretty much no one would otherwise go and buy access to those TV programs if the Twitch streamer wasn't streaming. Even better now, because of streamers, these shows gain popularity and more people go watch on their own. Paradoxio responds by saying, oh hell yeah, I just watched this movie for free on X's channel. Let me buy it now so I can support the creators and boost their popularity. Said no leech ever. What a cooked take. Awoken Chameleon responds to Critical by saying, imagine being an animator that worked for years on an animated short, only to find someone streaming the entire thing on Twitch to over 500,000 people with donations on. Meanwhile, you are barely making ends meet to pay the bills. I'd be pissed. PH1LZA responds to Critical by saying, I'm getting flashbacks to Viacom vs YouTube/Google $1 billion lawsuit. Cinnamon Toast Ken says, can't wait for another creator apocalypse. Next will be the Content-alypse. Caden reacts to all of this by saying, I hate Twitch's DMCA system as much as anyone, but this whole trend of large streamers sitting and just watching TV on streams feels like it's practically inviting a strike in my opinion. Seriously, their DMCA system is completely scuffed. No doubt about that. I've had my stream VODs catch copyright claims over literally nothing, but sitting and watching Avatar: The Last Airbender on stream seems like you are just asking for a strike, lol. Dumbass move. Nux Taku says, the current Twitch copyright debate is weird, laughing my ass off. On one hand, streaming a TV series technically does violate copyright law. On the other hand, copyright law today is bullshit and needs a rework. People are conflating these 2 points and making the discourse so much messier. Harris Heller says, 2020, the music industry teaches Twitch that DMCA is not a joke. 2022, watching TV on Twitch is probably fine. Lol. BRB. Making copyright-free TV shows. I'll call it Stream TVs. Devin Nash says, it is insane to me that broadcasters can build multi-million-dollar content empires, and in the same breath do something so blindedly stupid as stream full episodes and movies of AAA titles on Twitch. What a time to be alive. DJ Wheat, who is head of community productions at Twitch, comments on all of this by saying, a lot of people are getting on XQC for continuing to stream content he doesn't own, but maybe it's time to start pointing out just how worthless his own management team must be to let it happen. Who is actually looking out for these content creators? Even if his management was just wanting to make money off him, you would think they would see this as putting that at risk. So if they don't care and they aren't even greedy, what in the hell are they? What are they actually doing for him and other creators? A real management team would be putting a stop to anything that could jeopardize their client's career and ability to make money. Anything less and you are under bad management. Melina says, you all have to agree, the hot tub streams are not even close to as shameless as the streamers watching TV shows and movies. Straight up stealing others' content and making money. Keemstar quote tweets her and says, she has a point! He also tweets out, Twitch streamer plays music, DMCA takedown. Twitch streamer plays movie, DMCA takedown. Twitch streamer plays YouTube video. That's fair use, bro! He then elaborates on his opinion in this Twitter video titled, Twitch DMCA.
DMCA takedowns and copyright issues are the most confusing thing in this entire industry. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. Okay, first of all, right now, we have Twitch streamers that are reacting to full-on movies, full-on TV shows. Obviously, that seems wrong. Obviously, that seems stupid. And, of course, they all got strikes. But at the same time, those Twitch streamers were copyright claiming YouTubers for taking their Twitch clips when they used to game. Now they just react to shit, right? So it's like hypocrisy. It's so confusing. At the same time, H3H3, he got sued for copyright for reacting to a full YouTube video, but he won under fair use. The Twitch streamers that are reacting to full-on movies, full-on TV shows, they're reacting to it. They're not just playing it. They are reacting to it, whether they're doing it good or not. Why isn't that fair use? This whole thing, I've been a YouTuber for 14 years. This thing has always been confusing. It's always being perceived a different way. There's always new rules going on. I don't know people. I don't know people. All I know is I don't even have a final thought. Fuck off.
And that's about it for the Twitter discourse surrounding Twitch, DMCA, and the recent punishments given to streamers like Hassan and Pokimane. Obviously, there was a lot of very conflicting opinions that I showed in the video, without much of a consensus on which opinion is the right one. So I'd love to see you guys discuss this further in the comment section below. Do you think Twitch streamers should be allowed to react to these TV shows? Or do you think it should be forbidden and the bans are deserved? Whatever your opinion is, I would love to hear it. But before you give it, if you could subscribe with notifications on, I would appreciate that. And if you'd like to follow me on other platforms, I do tweet a lot, and I'm also on twitch.tv, where I frequently talk about drama and play video games. I'm doing a lot of content over there, so if you could check it out, I would appreciate it a lot. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.